Oh my god, we can live! Oh my god! Oh my god, there's who's scared of clouds in our
Your little brother is a stinker.
I know. Oh, what's a great compliment? That's fun.
you all for being here and thank everybody who's been part of bringing us here. The Community Food Co-op in Bellingham has an outreach department and they are supporting this show, going out to the community, and it's all about eating healthy, getting lots of exercise, taking care of yourself, and also having some fun. So I just want to, at this point, introduce Frank and Beans.
Hi everybody, I'm Frank Lee, and this is my associate, Beans Roundabout, and we're here, thanks to the Community Food Co-op, to do a show for you about real food. Oh, Beans, oh my gosh, Beans, she was right behind me. Beans Roundabout, please report to the stage. Okay, well, we're going to do an exciting show for you guys today, and I want you guys all to know that it's okay to get excited. If you feel like cheering or clapping or laughing because something's funny, that's okay with us. We really appreciate that kind of feedback. However, I would also like you to be able to get quiet again as quickly as possible so that we can go on with the show. And if I feel like you might need a reminder, I'll put my hand up in the air and I'll slowly lower it down to the ground. And when we get down like this, we should all be quiet and ready to go. You guys think you're going to do that? Nice. All right. Beans Roundabout, please report to the stage. We're about to start our lecture.
Lecture?
Lecture, yes, please.
Wait. Frank, I thought this was going to be more like a show. A show with tricks and awesome things. A show!
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. A show is very exciting. But you know, Beans, these kids are hungry for information about food. So what if we do a little bit show and a little bit tell?
I love show and tell. Ooh, I'll start.
Okay.
These are my Jungle Clubs. They're the same color as my hair, and they work like this.
Whoa. And look, they got quiet again really quick. Oh, almost all of them. Quiet again really quick so we can go on with the show. Nicely done, remember? Yeah, with that round of applause, I appreciate it so much. Oh, these are great clubs you've got there. You know what? I have something I'd like to show you guys too. This is the reason we're here. It's called the Real Food Plate. And it shows us how much of each healthy meal is made up of vegetables, fruits, grains, and proteins.
It's so colorful.
Of course it's colorful. Real food is very colorful and delicious. Now, real food is plucked from trees, picked from bushes, gathered or harvested from fields. It's fished from our rivers and streams. It's raised on the green pastures of our farms or hunted and gathered in the wild. But you know, when you get food from stores, it often comes in packages, and those packages can hide where the food came from, making it harder for us to make good choices about good food. For example, take this jar of peanut butter.
Okay.
On every package is a label, and on every label there's a list of ingredients that tells you what's inside the package. Can anybody, maybe all you guys know this already, but what's the chief ingredient in most peanut butters? Peanuts! And that's totally okay for you to shout it out during this show. Probably not in the classroom so good, but during this show you can shout out that answer, and I'm going to do my best to hear what you guys have to say. Peanuts, that's right. Peanuts, and nothing else. It's the only thing necessary to make peanut butter. But not all foods are as straightforward as that.
That's right. That's why we read the ingredients listed on the labels of the foods we buy in stores to find out what we're eating.
Now, if you read the ingredients on the peanut butter for sale in most stores, you'll find it contains a lot more than peanuts. It sometimes also contains sugar, salt, sometimes molasses, and even though peanuts come with their own built-in oils.
Which is called peanut oil, by some strange coincidence.
A lot of store-bought peanut butters have other oils added.
Weird.
Weird. OMG, right?
No, I think weird starts with a W.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right. A lot of peanut butters also have other chemicals added, too.
Even weirder.
Uh-huh.
I guess that's why it's good to read the label, huh?
To find out what we're eating, yes.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Oh, I got something else I want to show you guys. more stuff. Take this carton of orange juice.
Okay.
Yes. So, can you guys tell me what are all the ingredients in orange juice? Orange juice. Aha. Now that was a trick question because
That's not fair.
some orange juices are indeed just the juice of oranges. And this is a fruit, right? And you know, it's kind of like, oh, it's awesome. It was plucked from a tree and everything. But you know what? A lot of orange juices are orange juice concentrate, this thing made into powder mixed with water. And some have sugar added.
Some have vitamins and minerals added.
Oh, and some have various chemicals with long names added, mostly preservatives. Here, I got a question for you guys. How can you tell what is inside any given orange juice? How can you tell what's inside? Because some of them aren't just oranges. What? Read the label. Oh, that's right. Read the label. Ooh, I got another example for you. Who can tell me all the ingredients in this carrot? Oh, that's right. They said carrot. You can't go wrong with a carrot. It's so simple, it doesn't even need a label. That's real food.
That's real food. Sounds good to me.
Oh, you know what else sounds good to me?
What's that, Frank?
More vegetables.
I love vegetables. Ooh, Frank, I'll be right back.
Oh. Beans, what are you doing?
Beans, Earth. I'm in space, Frank, searching for vegetables. There are no vegetables in space, Frank. Search everywhere.
Earth to beans. Come home, beans. We have plenty of vegetables here on Earth. Note the carrot I'm holding in my hand. Watch as I point it at the real food plate.
Whoa!
See how it's pointing at the vegetable section of the food plate? See how much of the plate it takes up?
Beans, the vegetable portion is so large. I can see it from space.
That's because vegetables have the vitamins and minerals that our bodies need in order to work properly. And they have the fiber that our digestive systems need to run smoothly. It's like magic.
Beans, so we can do things like this?
Yes, Beans, that's a good example.
Beans to Earth, or things like this?
Oh, Beans, that's a great example. Vegetables help our brains stay alert so we can learn stuff better.
Beans to Earth. I'm so excited for vegetables. I'm coming back to Earth, Frank. Initiating descent.
Oh, I better have some vegetables ready for her. You know she's going to be hungry when she gets back from space. Let's see what we have in my magic hat. We've got broccoli. Oh, that's a magical vegetable. Ooh, yummy, I agree. Celery. Oh, that's a good one too. Ooh, green onions. I like those on salad. Oh, and speaking of salad, I have some lettuce right here. Oh, that's great. And some chard. Oh, I love that with eggs in the morning. And a little bit of cucumber. That's good with my salads. And a candy bar. Now that is not real food at all. We do not need that at all. No siree. Okay. And some mushrooms. I love those too. Those are great. Oh, Beans, you're back.
Hey Frank. I've got something I need to do in the back.
Oh.
Maybe you can tell the kids about grains.
Grains?
We haven't talked about grains yet.
Oh, yes, grains. Oh, I love grains. All right. So grains are the seeds of... What? Oh, the candy bar. She took it? Oh, okay, she's probably just going to throw that away back there because it's not really real food. You guys have some smart kids here. I think they've been really paying attention. You think she's going to eat it? Oh my God. Okay. You know what? I don't know if she'll actually go through with that or not. Well, if she took it back there, I don't know. I hope she's going to be okay though. See what happens with the rest of the show. But I know I need to tell you guys about grains right now. Grains are the seeds of plants, mostly grasses, that are cultivated for food. And grains include foods like whole whole wheat and oats and rice and barley and millet and quinoa and amaranth and so on. But you know what? I think everything we need to know about grains is summed up by an old classic song. Would you guys like to hear it? Yes! Okay. I hear most of you would like to hear this old classic song. So, I'll sing it for you. Atop the real food plate with lots of veggies, there's about a fourth that's holding whole grains, if you please. Whole grains are good for you, full of vitamin B's, dietary fiber, and magnesium, please. Whole grains are much better than grains called refined. Refined grains, nutrients have been removed with less healthy stuff left behind. Refined grain like white rice and in macaroni and white bread. I got confused. Refined grain like white rice and in macaroni and white bread. It's better to eat barley, oatmeal, barley, millet, quinoa, amaranth, and brown rice, and whole wheat pasta instead. Now, about half of your grains should be the grains that are whole, because whole grains are what's good for our health. That's our goal. Eat lots of whole grains. They're good for you. Good night, Kendall. We love you. Thank you. Oh my God. Whoa, Beans. What is the matter?
Balance, not am I?
I'd say even your words are out of balance. What did you have for breakfast today?
Oh, plenty! Cookies, pie, muffin, candy bar, frosty icy flakes with chocolate milk. Candy bar just had another one.
Beans, all of that. Cookie, candies, pie, even the chocolate milk is all full of sugar. That doesn't sound like a balanced breakfast.
Oh, sure it does. Watch this.
There's a sugar crash if I've ever seen one.
But look at how balanced they are there. None of them is about to fall over anything.
That's not actually what we mean by balanced.
Oh.
Step up here. Balance refers to it's a state of equilibrium characterized by the cancellation of all forces by equal opposing forces. I don't think we understood that at all. When we're talking about food, balance refers to filling your plate, whether it be a regular sized plate or a small snack plate, with this much vegetables, this much fruit, this much grain, this much protein. Wash it all down with some plain milk or water, which is the healthiest thing you can drink, and you'll be eating a well-balanced meal. Not all meals have to look exactly like that, of course, but the more they do, the healthier you'll be. Whoa! Notice, sugar isn't mentioned on the real plate anywhere at all.
Huh.
There's a reason for that. Some people can't eat any sugar at all, but most of us can eat a little bit of sugar now and then. It's just not healthy for any of us to eat a lot of it. When you eat only sugary foods, you might find that it becomes harder to pay attention and concentrate.
What?
Exactly. You might even get a sudden little burst of energy right after a sugary meal. But then, you'll have an abrupt energy crash. Sometimes eating a meal that's not balanced, especially one with too much sugar in it, can make a person feel tired, grumpy, and unmotivated.
I don't want to be unmotivated.
You just plain had the wrong stuff for breakfast, Beans. We're gonna have to fix that. In the future, you can simply make healthier eating choices. But I think to help you feel better in the present, just this once, we're gonna have to go back in time. Fortunately, I happen to have a time machine right here. Excuse us just a moment, everyone. We're going back to the beginning of today. We're going back in time. We're going back in time. I hold the area. We're going back in time. Everybody! We're going back in time. We're going back in time. Ooh, I hold the area. We're going back in time.
Whoa, what a lovely nap. Where are we?
Oh, we left the present when you had no energy, and we went back in time.
Ah, okay.
In particular, we went back to the beginning of today before you had all of those sweets for breakfast.
Breakfast? Good idea. I'm hungry.
Whoa. Just a minute. Breakfast, they say, is the most important meal of the day. Don't you remember how all of those sweets this morning made you feel so tired in the present?
Kind of.
How about if we get you a more balanced breakfast? It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Well, thanks but no thanks. I brought my own frosty sugar flakes. They're great.
Great for starting your day off with a sugar rush and running out of energy before you even reach the bus stop.
What do you mean? I have energy.
Well, you have some energy now, being well slept, and not having eaten any sweets yet, since we are currently back in time at the moment she woke up this morning. But if you eat all those sweets now, like you did your first time through the day, you're going to get another little burst of energy, the sugar rush, but then you'll crash and be tired again.
Sugar, you say? What sugar?
Ooh, well, let's have a look. Oh, that muffin has just as much sugar in it as 2 candy bars.
Oh, that's so much sugar.
Oh my gosh, what if we replace that with an apple? Ooh, apples have healthier natural sugars and tons of vitamins. You know what they say, an apple a day.
Gathers no moss, are soon parted, something rhyming with day.
Well, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And doctors include your dentist. So sugary foods can also lead to cavities in your teeth, as you know, but that's another story. Speaking of sugar, that little can of soda has this much sugar in it.
Wow, that's a lot of sugar.
Oh, I know. Instead of you could simply drink water instead. That's the healthiest drink there is. Or you might drink some milk. Milk has protein in it for strong bones and teeth. And as long as it's not chocolate or strawberry, chocolate and strawberry milk still have the protein and the calcium for all the strong bones, but they also have a lot of sugar in them. Let's see. Oh, and now for those frosty sugary flakes.
No!
Also full of sugar and empty calories. Instead to get your grains, you could try a slice of whole wheat toast. Or, if not some toast, you might want to have some oatmeal. Or maybe not grains at all. You might have just try a carrot. You can't go wrong with a carrot. Or if not something from the vegetable category, you might like to have an egg. Eggs have been eaten for breakfast for thousands of years. Lots of... Whoa! Oops. Oh my gosh, nothing got away from me. Here, can I have that back? Thank you so much.
How did they not break, Frank?
I guess we should have read the ingredients on those eggs. All right.
Frank, I think I've learned everything I need to know about breakfast.
Oh, great.
Here, you take these very fragile things. Wow, this carrot is good.
Oh, you can't go wrong with a carrot back there. And by the way, kids. Oh, thank you very much. By the way, kids, please don't try any of our tricks at home unless you get trained in them first. And even then, trust me, your mom doesn't want you juggling eggs in the living room.
So, Frank.
Yes, Beans.
That works pretty good. Thank you. Okay, so I've had an apple and this carrot.
And a carrot.
What other healthy food can I eat?
Well, there's that oatmeal, of course. You can have some hot rice cereal. Or, you know what? We got a ton of eggs around here. Whoa!
I've got an idea.
Yes?
Why don't we make an omelet out of all these eggs? There's an egg beater right here.
Oh, not the egg beater. Oh!
We're coming back your time.
We're coming back your time. Hi-ho, the dairy-o. Coming back your time.
Everybody!
We're coming back your time. We're coming back your time. Hi-ho, the dairy-o. Coming back your time.
Yeah! Wow, where are we now?
We're back in the present.
I thought it looked familiar. Hi, everybody. Did you miss us?
Notice anything different?
I'm a lot more awake.
And a lot more balanced?
Cool, I feel ready for anything.
That's all because you had a balanced breakfast of real food this time.
Cool, I'll have to try that again tomorrow morning.
It's the best way to start every morning.
I believe it! Yes! Woo!
You know what, Beans?
What's that, Frank?
I think it's time for us to enlist a little bit of help, and we'll do a game show about protein.
Oh, pick me!
Beans.
He picked me! He picked me!
Beans. You're already in the show. I was thinking to use the audience for our game show.
Good idea.
Oh, I think they want to be part of the show. Everybody
Everybody gets to play.
Great job.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Tell them what's up.
You tell them what's up, Beans.
All right. Everybody's in the game. This game show is all about the different sources of protein. Proteins are made up of a bunch of different building blocks called amino acids. But we won't worry about those too much right now. You should just know that protein is a very important part of what we're made of. We, the people of the United States of America.
Of the Earth.
Of the Earth?
All humans.
All humans! That's right! Every one of us humans is made up of about 75% protein. And protein is a very important part of our immune system.
Oh, you know what else our bodies make with protein?
What's that, Frank?
Our bones and muscles.
Like these.
Oh, bees. Yes, just like those. Yeah, I would applaud. Those are some muscles. Now, we mentioned some protein sources earlier, like eggs and milk. But I think we're going to call this game show...
Who wants to be a proteinionaire? Da-da-da!
Or Guess the Protein.
Oh, that's good.
This is a game where I will name a food, and you players will all give me a yes or no answer to the question, does this food have a bunch of protein in it? Well, this actually just says food on it so far, so you really can't tell yet. On the other side of the box is the name of a food. And when I show it to you, I'll say yes or no, and you guys will tell me whether you think it has a lot of protein in it. And for every answer you guys get right, I'm going to add that protein block to the stack of blocks that I will then balance on my face. Whoa, whoa. That's trickier than I thought.
Oh, it's tricky, Frank.
Whew, I hope there won't be too many of them.
Me too.
All right. Are we ready?
Ooh, we're almost ready. Okay, everybody, stand up and flex with me.
Whoa. You guys have a lot of muscles out here. I guess you guys can eat your protein. Yeah?
Wow.
Whoa. Some big muscles.
Better sit back down.
And thank you guys very much. All right. And now we're ready. Are you guys ready to guess the protein?
Yeah.
For our first yes or no question and one potential protein block balanced on my face. Is tofu high in protein?
No.
Yes, it is.
They said yes. That
They
is
said
correct.
yes. That's one correct answer. Tofu is high in protein. Oh, I got another one.
Nope.
Okay. Guess the protein.
Can't handle it?
Yes or no
Sit down.
question number 2.
I didn't say
Is salmon high in protein? Everybody seemed to know that one. All right, nicely done. Salmon.
Said yes,
high in
that's true.
protein.
And you got really quiet.
And not just salmon, but all kinds of fish are high in protein. Ooh. Oh. Ah, that's great. Okay. All right, everybody. Are grains high in protein? I hear no, grains are not high in protein.
That's right.
That's 3 questions and 3 correct answers. Wait, that's going to give me a call. Beans, grains do have some protein in them.
That's right. Many foods, especially whole foods and real foods, have some protein in them. And you guys said yes and no because some grains have protein and some grains don't. But on the real food plate, we have a special section for grains because grains are not one of the high in protein foods that belong in the protein section. So you said yes and no, but then you said no, which is the correct answer. So that's another block to balance.
Okay,
Nice job,
good.
everyone.
Let's do another one. You guys ready? Are beans, the food, not the assistant, are beans high in protein? Yes. All right.
They said yes. Yes.
Beans are high in protein. 4 out of 4. Of course, beans. Beans, not to mention peas and peanuts, those collectively known as legumes, are often considered to be part of the vegetable category.
Good point. Since they got that question right, we should add peas and peanuts to the stacks.
The stack I have to balance on my face.
That's right. Come on, do another one.
Another one. Oh. Let's see. How about this? Is a banana high in protein? No, a banana is not high in protein.
Good
Okay.
job. They still got it right.
Oh, they got
Add
it
to
right.
the pile.
Add it to the pile. Actually, I made a mistake. It actually says lean meat.
That's an obvious source of protein anyway.
Yeah. Don't you think that's enough to balance beans? They get them all right.
But don't worry. I think this is taking too long anyway. Don't you guys think this is taking too long?
Well, I don't think it's taking too long.
Don't worry. We will help you.
How? What are you doing?
More protein. Like poultry, turkey, ducks, and chickens. I mean, just nuts for nuts and seeds.
Nuts and seeds. Yes.
We already talked about eggs and milk.
Okay. All right. How about this one? Are insects high in protein? No, insects are not high in protein.
Yes, they are.
What? But we don't even eat them.
Actually, lots of people around the world regularly eat one or more of hundreds of edible types of insects. Insects are very high in protein for their size.
Very interesting. I do learn something new every day. Thanks, Beans.
So I think we have winners! Good job, everyone!
That's a big pile.
Big pile, you ready for your prize? Frank's gonna balance it on his prize.
Oh my God.
Okay, so let's have a drum roll.
What?
You forgot some, Frank.
Oh, I did. Whoops. Okay. Run up on stage and start doing the show, then that means that you probably don't know that you're supposed to stay in your seats and the people doing the assembly stay up here.
So it's very helpful.
It was so exciting though. And so thank you guys for coming back to your seats and getting quiet again. Now we can go on with the show. But boy, I kind of forgot for a second where I was at. Oh, thanks, Beans. They did a great job with that game show.
Great job. You guys, great.
Yeah. You know what? I'd say they were like pros out there. They got all the answers
Like
great.
pros?
Wait. Just wait till those pro kids grow up into pro teens. Yeah, pro teens. Pro teens. It's kind of like a joke, except for the part where people laugh.
Great joke. All right, moving right along. So, now that we've talked about balanced meals, eating a healthy breakfast, how important vegetables are, and all about the glories of protein, what's next, Captain Healthy Pants?
Oh, healthy eating is just one part of Captain Healthy
I know
Pants.
the answer.
Healthy eating is a very important part of leading a healthy lifestyle. But another important part of the equation is exercise. No, she's getting ready for this next part. Exercise doesn't have to be jumping jacks and push-ups, though those are great. Exercise can be as easy as riding a bike.
I think maybe I'll start small.
Oh, starting small, huh? Yeah, you know what? Now she's coming around. But you know, to make your exercise even easier, you might try riding on just one wheel.
That's not easier.
I know, but I didn't want all my practice to go to waste, so I thought I'd show off some of my unicycle skills.
Show off indeed.
That balanced breakfast I had this morning sure is coming in handy now.
Backwards, nice tricks, great.
Whoa! Thanks, Beans. How about if you show us a trick?
Okay. Ta-da!
Oh, one-handed. That's my favorite trick. Maybe I'll do one more after.
It's getting exercise. As easy as riding a bike. I do lots of exercise, like jump rope. And something else you can do with the jump rope. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh, that was fancy. Tennis, anyone? I love tennis.
How does he do that? Well, I dare him to juggle.
Oh, I want to play ping pong.
Okay.
Oh. Hey, what about yoga?
What?
I said, what about yoga?
Oh, yoga.
Yeah. Oh, wait, how about some frisbee?
Okay. Got it.
Here, try it again.
Okay. Got it.
One more try.
Okay. Got it.
I don't think you do get it.
I think I'm stuck.
Uh-oh. And let's not forget about bowling. It's one of my favorites.
Oh no. I want you to block all them.
Yes! Oh! It's a good thing I eat some spinach.
Okay, let's sit down so we don't. Let's sit down. I was having them stand. I couldn't see.
Oh, rhythmic gymnastics. Thanks, Frank. Woo, good job. Boy, am I parched. I could use something to drink. How about you, Frank? Want a pop?
Don't you remember how much sugar's in soda?
Well, what else should I drink?
Water, of course. Remember I said earlier, water is the healthiest thing you can drink. And it's refreshingly delicious. Don't believe me? Try a sip.
All right. Wow, that's delicious. More, please.
Okay. See, what did I tell you? It's so delicious you could bathe in the stuff.
Wow, more, please.
Oh, here you go.
Yes! Wow, I just feel so balanced and refreshed from my healthy breakfast and this water that I feel like doing this.
Oh!
Ta-da!
Wow! Wow! Nicely done. So you actually do remember what I've been telling you.
That's right, I sure do, Frank. And I'll show you.
Aha!
With a recap game.
Recap? Oh,
Get
the
it?
game.
Recap?
Oh, recap means go over it again. Recap, and then she's got a cap. She's way back up. Yeah, that's a
All
good
right.
one.
And we'll give you a bunch of points, okay?
Okay.
For the recap game. All right. First question for 100 points. What kind of food should be the biggest part of a balanced meal? Call it out!
That's right. 100 points. That's amazing. Nice work, everybody.
Points.
They've been listening, I can
They've
tell.
been listening. Okay. Second question for 100 points. Fruits and vegetables should make up how much of any given well-balanced meal?
Half. I heard half already. Yes, nicely done. Another 100 points.
Half. Nice job. Okay. Another 100 points. After fruits and vegetables, what are the other two parts of a well-balanced meal?
Oh my gosh, they got it. 300 points.
300 points.
Nicely done.
Nice job. Okay. What do you do if you want to find out what ingredients are in the foods you're eating?
Oh yeah, 500 points. Oh,
Nice job.
got them all so far.
500 points. That's a lot of points.
Great.
Good job. Okay, this next question is a two-parter. Part 1 of the two-part question. What happens to us when we eat a bunch of sugar?
A sugar rush, and I heard somebody say crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 700 points for that one.
700 points! Nice job. Okay. Part two
Part 2
of the two-part question. Since pop is so full of sugar, what do we drink instead?
Yes, great. All right, another 800 points. That's 1,500 total for the two-part question.
So many points. Okay, one more question in order to. What besides eating balanced meals, drinking water, and avoiding too much sugar is an important part of a healthy lifestyle?
Exercise. 2,000 points. They got it. Oh, that was great.
Nice job. That's right. Now everybody, remember, getting exercise is as easy as anything that gets you moving a lot. So this time, just raise your hand if in 1 or 2 words you can name an everyday way to get exercise. Raise your hand, I'll call on you. In the pink, in the back. Walking. That's great. Yes, you. Football is a great one. You pink. Baseball. Awesome. And you. Tennis. Soccer. Soccer. That's right. And so many hands are up. On the count of 3, just yell out your answer. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you're so excited about exercise. Nicely done. I get very excited about exercise too. All right. Hey, you know what? You guys are so excited about exercise, and you guys got so many ideas. I think it's great. 1 billion points for everybody.
1 billion points for everybody! Yeah!
You know, Beans, all of this talk about balanced meals and exercise has got me feeling pretty hungry. What do you say we go and grab some lunch?
Sounds good to me, Frank.
And I know exactly what I'm going to have as part of my meal.
What's that, Frank?
Carrot.
Can't go wrong with a carrot, Frank. But I know exactly what I'll have.
Ooh. What's that, Beans?
I'm gonna have real food.
Oh, great! That's what we've been talking about. Good idea. And I hope that we've given you a chance to get excited about about real food and maybe even learn some things. And I know you guys have been talking about this in some of your classes, and you've got a garden and everything. So I hope you guys will take this excitement and go home today and have some real food. And I think it's time for us to get off the stage. Thank you guys very much.
Come on back, bring the beans, yeah!
Thank you guys very much. On an entirely different note, there were a few kids who came to me earlier and they asked me what happened to my arm. And I wasn't able to give them that full story then because I was getting ready for the show, but I'm curious, were some of you also curious about that? Yeah! Oh, you were? Okay. Would you guys like me to tell that story really quickly? You have enough time for that? Okay. So when I was a little kid, when I was 6 years old, I went out. You're 6? Oh, you are, yeah. Oh, there's a lot of 6-year-olds. Listen close then. If you're 6 years old, you should listen very closely. I think everybody should listen. When I was 6, I was playing with friends out all around the neighborhood, and we were running everywhere, and one of the kids dared me to climb up over a big fence into an electrical substation. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's a place where all the electricity for a neighborhood comes all into one place before it goes out to all the houses, and there's so much electricity in there that, it's really dangerous. And so, I was like, no way, I'm not going to do that. He said, oh yeah? I did that when I was 3 years old. You must be chicken. And I was like, I'm not chicken, no way. And I didn't even stop and think about what he said, because, if I did think about it, I know he didn't really do that when he was 3. And I was like, but I heard chicken, and I was like, ah! And I started climbing, I climbed up over this big fence, and I climbed up these towers, and the dare was to get onto a roof right next to all the wires, and so I reached over, and I slipped, and I fell, and I grabbed one of the big wires, and 17,000 volts of electricity went boom, right through my body. So, luckily, I was right next to the fire department, and the paramedics came and they took me to the hospital really quick. And actually, the Bellingham Hospital couldn't even help me, so they had to take me all the way down to the Seattle Hospital. where the doctors knew what to do. They saved my fingers, they saved my leg. They couldn't save my arm because it was too badly burned, but they did save my life. And from that day to this, just about everything I do is kind of like juggling. And so it's kind of turned into this whole thing that I do where I'm doing some acting and doing some juggling. And I don't think we have time for questions right now. I'm sorry. Unless, 3 o'clock. Yeah, no time for questions. I'm sorry. But I hope that gives you a little bit more information about that because I know a lot of people were curious. So thank you guys very much. And I should turn it over to your principal so you guys all know what to do next.
Ethan, you too.
Richie. Okay.
Okay, Kendall, you did a nice job with our first assembly. I'm proud of you and your behavior and the responses and how you were able to bring it back down. That was fabulous. So it's time now to look for your teacher for dismissal back to your classroom. Or teacher,
Miranda, Kylie. Miranda.
Thanks, good job.
That was awesome.
You may not walk without a teacher.
His hair is staticky. I mean, his hair is like this. I mean,
Oh, that's where I got first. Oh, keep up with your line there.
I jumped the line! And I fell off a cliff because we were running.
What? I'm not going to have time to show you that. You guys got to keep up with the line. But thanks for being a great audience.
the marks. I forgot my
What was that question? What was the question real quick?
It was, did you blow up the projection?
Did it? Oh, the arm kind of blew up. It was like just charcoal, nothing left. So all they had to take it off.
Right here.
Oh, that's the where the electricity went in, and then it came out the arm over here.
You might not want to give me a high five, but I've got my apple today.
Oh my gosh. Is there a tooth in there? There is. Okay, yeah.
Do you still have your ashes today?
What?
Do you still have the ashes today?
I don't. That would have been a cool thing.
Did you cry?
Did I cry? Yeah, I was crying when I hit the ground. What? I fainted. I fell 10 feet out of the air. The impact started my heart again, and then I got a big bloody nose, and I was like totally
I forgot my
in pain.
apple.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Yes, it was.
Thank you guys for being a great audience. That's where the electricity went in when I touched the wire. and it came out my arm and my leg.
No wonder why. Whoa, what happened to your hand? You're really good at juggling.
The burn, yeah. My heart stopped, and so that's kind of like dying, but then it started again. So my brain's still alive. You're welcome. Nicely done. Thank you guys for your cheering and your applause and your smart minds up there. I got burned when I was little. The electricity went in here. It came out my arm and my hand. I mean, my arm and my leg. And that's the scar from where I got burned. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Well, thank you.
That looks really bad.
But it's healed up now, and as you can see,
he's pretty strong.
I kept at it, and I keep trying, and I try really hard, and I work really hard, and then I can do just about everything.
I've never seen it as bad as something as bad as that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can do the veins.
job.
Look.
Awesome.
Thank you. That was great.
Wonderful. That was really great.
Feels
What's your name?
funny. Miles.
Miles, nice to meet you.
Feels
I'm Jason.
weird.
I'm not really Frank. That's the character I play on stage up here. But nice to meet you,
What do you
Miles.
think's her name Beans all the rest of the time, Miles?
Her name is Beans all the time.
Feels funny.
It does. It feels different. Yeah, real skin is smooth. I mean, this is real skin. It's just that it's
Scar
all
tissue.
scarred up.
Hi, Gary.
All right, bud, we got to get rolling.
What?
Thank you.
You're Gary? I'm Jason. Nice to meet you. All right.
Okay, so,
Do you have a class you're supposed to be at? Did you just run off from that?
no.
Sometimes kids are so interested in talking to me that their teacher gets a little upset because they don't know where they're at.
No, actually, my teacher said I could come in, but
What?
I believe, my friend, Finn, I don't know if you remember him.
Finn. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a birthday party at the Circus Guild.
Yes.
I was there.
Oh, right. Okay, great. And your name's Gary? Bo. No, and you thought my name was Gary, but it's Jason. Yeah, Jason. All right.
Next up with me.
Thanks for coming up and saying hi. Good to see you again.
Nice to see
All right.
you.
Take care. All right.